In our top story this hour, the mother of the 17-year-old Daveyton boy who was necklaced in Gauteng's East Rand says that she wants justice for her son. A mob placed a burning tyre around Siyanda Mjoli's neck after they accused him of being a gang member.
Nolwazi Mjoli says her son was never a member of any gang group. It's alleged that the mob dragged Mjoli to a nearby high school. There, they instructed him to point out at another suspect. When the other alleged member could not be found, the mob placed a tyre around his neck and set it alight. Following this incident, the Gauteng Department of Community Safety says it will deploy police to the affected school. 3 people have since been arrested in connection with the incident.
Reporter Mahlako Komane spoke to Gauteng's Community Safety MEC Sizakele Nkosi-Malobane earlier today.
We're joined now by Gauteng MEC for Community Safety, Ms. Sizakele Nkosi-Malobane, and she was here visiting the parent of the 17-year-old child that was necklaced by the community after they alleged that he was part of a gang, or he was involved in gangsterism in the community. The MEC earlier on spoke to the mother, a very emotional mother, and she obviously now says she's not really unwilling to speak to the media at the moment, understandably so. A very traumatized mother, but I will be asking the MEC what was her interaction with the young man's mother, and what is it that she's expecting should happen now that her son is lying in hospital after the community decided to necklace him after they accused him of being a prominent gang member in this community of Daveyton. MEC, thank you so much for talking to us. I saw earlier on that you were speaking with the mother of the young man, and can you just please tell us what was your interaction with her? What is it that she's saying? Because earlier you had said that your information is that this young man really was an unfortunate victim of a mob that was ill-informed.
Yes, definitely. The mother confirmed what the principal have said about the behavior of the child. Earlier on, we had an interaction with the principal and the teachers of the primary school where this boy was attending. That is not a delinquent child, but also at some point he was a victim of crime himself, where he was marked, his cell phone was taken, but also beaten up by the group that marked him. And the mother confirmed that, because I also wanted to know why is he still at primary school instead of being in high school. The mother explained that the child used to stay in rural areas with her mother, who's the grandmother to the boy, and after the grandmother died, because he was staying alone in the house, then he dropped out of school. Then she decided to bring him here in order to monitor his schooling. But I think what is actually disturbing is that the mother have seen the images of his child when he was burnt. He have also seen the body of his child after he was burnt, and she's now expected to visit the boy on a daily basis in hospital and look at how the boy looked like at the moment. Remember, he was not only burnt, he was also beaten up with all sorts of weapons by the group that was beating him up. So all those images, all those things that he's hearing from the child, she's terribly disturbed. But we have actually indicated to her, because she also wants to see justice. She wants all those that were behind the beating up of his boy to actually be brought to book. But also, if people believe that the child was involved in criminal activities, she's saying let them come forward, let them report cases, because at the moment when we check with the police, there's no case that is reported against the boy. The boy is also one of the pupils that have given us his fingerprints and said, if I'm linked to any criminal activity, I am willing to face the music. So those that believe that the boy was involved in a gangster, let them tell us the name of the gangster, let them tell us the crimes that he has committed, let them give us the case numbers where this boy was reported and he was not arrested by the police.
And also on earlier on when we spoke about this Daveyton as an area as well, having a serious issue with gangsterism, you spoke to the community. This is a community problem.
Yes, it is definitely a community problem. Remember, 2 years ago, there was a similar incident, and we came in as Gauteng government, particularly as Department of Community Safety together with Department of Education. We camped here and we worked together with the community structures and including FPOs and NPOs to deal with the challenges that these boys were actually experiencing. Majority of them, I must say, are changed boys. Majority of them are back to school, and those that wrote matric 2 years ago and even a year ago passed matric and are now pursuing different careers, and we still have them in our program. We have our life coach around here who works with these boys on a daily basis to make sure that they are change people. So I think it is important that communities, when incidents like this or people hear that the child belongs to a gang, instead of rushing to attack and kill those kids, let us come together and make sure that we arrest that particular program, because whilst people are solving problems, they're also creating problems for themselves. You can't solve crime by committing crime yourself. Some of these guys, we are going to make sure that they get arrested, and some of them, the 3 of them, have already been arrested. So it means, and we won't treat them different from any criminal because they've committed a crime. They were involved in attempting to murder a young boy.